everyone. Welcome to the 12th Learn Livestream session. I'm Sabrina, and joining me today as a co-host is Web3 enthusiast Cyrus. Hi, Cyrus.
Hey, Sabrina. Hey, how are you? Hi, everyone. My name is Cyrus. It's good to be here. It's my very first live streaming here at Bybit. Look forward to speak to all of you here.
Great to have you on with me, Cyrus. Welcome to today's session where we'll be diving into the advanced world of MetaTrader 5, exploring its robust features, multi-asset capabilities, and the seamless trading experiences it offers.
That is right, and we hope that you will feel excited as we are, because this live streaming will be available on both our Bybit app and the Bybit website. So make sure you check them out. And if you want to ask questions to our experts and panelists, you have to go to our Bybit website to do that. So please join us at the website if you can.
That's right. And in the meantime, we do have an ongoing campaign where you can earn a share of the $250,000 prize pool. All you have to do is scroll down on this live stream page and answer the pop quiz. If you're one of the first 100 winners, you will be able to walk away with a share of the $250,000 prize pool.
Well, not just that, we still have a rec packet exclusively for our newcomers. So the giveaway campaign will happen during the stream sometimes. So you got to stay with us, throughout the live streaming. So once you see the rec packets on your screen, you simply just click it and claim the share of 200 USDT rewards. So please note that this is exclusively for our newcomers. So if you don't want to miss that reward, so please make sure you hit that sign up button now and create your own Bybit account.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and of course,
don't forget to spam the like button, give us some support throughout the stream. Also, don't forget to share that with your friends and your loved ones so that they can also enjoy the fun. So last but not least, I think, Sabrina, we have a very excited guest of lineup today, right?
Yes, that's right. I'm very excited to introduce them now. First, we have Hein, the head of digital assets, OTC, and product at Flow Traders. Hello, Hein. It's great to have you with us today. Please introduce yourself and share a bit about what you do.
Of course. Hey, Sabrina. Hey, Cyrus. Nice meeting you, and thanks for having me. So my name is Hein Tibos. I've been a trader for the past 15 years, so I'm very excited to see what kind of new stuff you have cooking. To introduce a bit about Flow Traders for people that don't know us, we are originally an ETF market maker. We were founded 20 years ago. We went public in 2015, and in 2017, we started trading crypto on exchanges. Over the past years, this has evolved into helping projects with seed raising, helping them DevNet, testnet, providing liquidity in every kind of interest you can think of. And right now we're very active on a lot of exchanges. We're one of the prominent market makers in the space. Also very active on Bybit, obviously. And about myself, I've started, as I said, as an ETF trader, mostly in commodities, equities, and a few years back, I switched over to crypto, way more exciting, to be honest. And right now I'm focusing on lots of different products we're offering, but mostly OTC. Thank you.
Thanks, Hein. Excited to hear what you have to share about MT5. And next up, we have Shun, Japan BD Manager at Bybit. Hello, Shun. It's good to see you again. Please give us a short introduction of yourself.
Yeah, hello. I found the unmute button. Hi, I'm Shun. I'm from Bybit. I'm in charge of the Japan market. Basically, I look for affiliates. And this is my 50th live stream session with Bybit. You can do the math. So I think I've been in touch with MT4 since I was 18, back then. Now I'm at least a double of that, right? So I today, our guests, they will share with us what is going on with MT5, and I will compare that with my MT4 experience to really let everyone know what's the difference between these two platforms. All right.
Thanks, Shun. And lastly, we have Ivan, Product Operations Manager at Bybit. Hey, Ivan, thanks for joining us. Could you also please just introduce yourself?
Sure, sure. Hey guys, this is Ivan. I'm the product operation manager at Bybit. We have been working on the MT5 product for quite a while, and we are excited to bring this product to all the users, traders, and people who are enjoy trading on MT4, and bring you guys the most advanced and exciting trading experience.
Thanks, Ivan. A warm welcome to the three of you, and thanks for joining us today. Maybe Cyrus, you could just give a short reminder of the prizes that we're giving out today for those of them who are tuning.
Yes. Yeah, before we deep dive into MT5, just a very quick reminder that for those who just joined in, we have an ongoing pop quiz that you can answer to win a share of 250K docs prize pool. We also have a newcomer exclusive 200 USDT rack packet giveaway that's happening sometimes during this stream. So make sure you sign up now and get that rack packet when it appears on the screen so that you can claim the reward. So let's don't waste no more time. Sabrina, shall we begin?
Yeah, sure. Today we start by diving deep into what makes MT5 a significant upgrade from MT4. Let's take a look at the reasons why it's becoming the platform of choice for seasoned traders. But before we dive into MT5, can maybe someone just shed light on why MT4 has been a go-to platform for traders worldwide? You know, Shun, you mentioned that you've been using MT4 for like the longest time. Why don't you share more?
Back then, I remember that I was. Can I say the company names or the name of the brokers? Oh no, the manager says no. Okay, I was using ABC, right? ABC. So ABC had their own platform, and they also had an MT4. But I clearly remember that everyone was using MT4. Nobody cares about their own platform because it's superior, the execution speed, the way that you can run your EAs, expert advisors, off MT4. And it's really incomparable to other products were not comparable to MT4, and everything was very fast back then. So really that was the only option for us back then. Right now we might have a few more options like MT5 and maybe some other platforms, but back then MT4 was the only option, and that's why so many people, they know about what is MT4. They grew up with MT4 just like I did. Yep.
And Hein, do you also use MT4?
Well, the beauty of being like working in a proprietary trading firm is like I looked at it. I think it's really impressive. The one thing is like we make our money day to day with trading. So yeah, like our sort of proprietary trading software, like it's sort of, you could see it as an expert advisor. It's so good that we just want to use that. But yeah, sure, I looked at it, and I think there's so many nice features. If you just want to follow the market, you're sitting behind your desk, you want to see what's going on, you want to like compare different assets. I think MT4 is great for that.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I actually have a questions for Ivan. So compared to MT4 and MT5, especially for MT5, how do you see the advantage? What's the most obvious advantage that MT5 has over MT4?
So I would say MT4 is definitely a very classic platform. As she mentioned, it has been around for over about 20 years, and very classic. A lot of users are using it. And in terms of MT5, it just has more value and tools bring to the traders. So it has a lot more indicators, more graphic objects, and also has different support different types of products, so users can not only trade forex but also commodities, stock index, and cryptos. So it's a upgrade to the MT4, and it has more tools offered to the users.
Right. So when you have more tools, it seems more advanced. Hein, do you see MT5? It's a major upgrade, or is that something, as a trader yourself, is that something you think will benefit day to day from trading?
Yeah, I think what I'm mostly excited about, like I'm from a traditional background, and I think what the best thing is from MT5 is how traditional assets also become part of the crypto ecosystem, basically. Like, so when you're a crypto trader, like there's more to explore, and let's hope crypto markets never get quiet. But like, let's say when they're a bit quieter, you could like venture into maybe different asset classes, indexes, commodities. So I think that's what's most interesting. And honestly, I hope this will be sort of a first step to just bring trading 24/7, like all trading, not only crypto, to the crowds. And I think like MT5 is a perfect place to start there.
Yeah, I'm, also like this kind of like cross asset trading platform, and then Hein, you also mentioned that you can trade basically all these asset with cryptos or USDT specifically. Is that something important, or is that something able to revolutionize in terms of portfolio management for traders?
Yeah, 100%. I think although a lot of people are fully committed and invested into crypto, at a certain point, maybe when you grow a bit older or when the market matures a bit more, it's good, I think, to diversify. And having this 24/7 access, I think that will really help. Yeah, like getting to some diversification in any kind of asset class. It could be ETFs, it could be tokenized ETFs, stuff that I'm really excited about. So you can easily like diversify, and indeed, and it's all like with stables. It's you don't have to deal with the traditional bank system. So I think those are big pluses, and that's where the market should head, hopefully sooner than later.
And Shun, you had something to add on earlier?
Yeah. Before I forget this point, so Cyrus had a very interesting question. Was that a major upgrade? MT5 and MT4, was it a major upgrade? I thought that was very interesting. It's not like from Nokia to iPhone 16. No, it's not. It's more like from iPhone 13 to 16. It's not a major upgrade. But what's interesting is that in 2023, right, and 24, we started to have all these AI, Chat GPT, and all these AI tools. So back then, we know very clearly that the programming languages on MT5 MT4 are MT4 specific, like MQL4, I think. Then on MT5, it's another set of language, which is it's similar but not very similar, right? So it's MQL5. So with this AI thing, you can really just key in whatever you wanted to do. You don't have to hire some Russian programmers. You don't have to look for those shady people who can create some codes for you. You can just really do this everything with AI and just input this into the system and run your trades automatically. So I think that's a really major upgrade. 20 years ago versus now.
Thanks, Shun. Yeah, and like speaking of like AI, right? So expert advisors have been a unique feature in MT5. How can it help traders to set up more complex strategies? Ivan?
So it's actually a unique feature already existed on MT4. So the MT5 platform also inherited those features, and it provides the users a variety of choices on different strategies, indicators, and different those kind of products for them to choose and buy. So the traders will be able to get access to those I would say expert advisors, so they can see how the strategies they're using and what's their results of these strategies. And if they are satisfied, they can choose and buy those strategy and use it on their own to test, to earn, and to make money. So I think it gives traders a way to explore different strategies and also to make at the same time to make some money.
Right. So I want to ask Ivan, perhaps Sean as well. Like for those who've been using MT4 and now thinking to transit to MT5, what tips you can offer them to leverage all these new features and upgrades more effectively?
I would say it's a very smooth transition from MT4 to MT5 because the upgrades are more subtle in like minor things like graphic objects and the tools and the indicators. So users will have no problem transferring from MT4 to MT5. and they can all enjoy the benefits that MT5 gives. And also on the MT5 platform, we have some other products. We have commodities, we have cryptos, and we are also aiming to explore other asset classes as well. So those kind of things are MT4 doesn't have. And also since on Bybit MT5 you can trade all those products using USDTs. This is something new to basically all the traders, because you guys used to trade on like USD, or it's not really that convenient. But using USDT, you can trade crypto and gold at the same time, or even like stock index at the same time. So it's a big plus.
Yeah, so basically you're just changing from iPhone 13 to 16. So it's quite simple. Yeah, it's quite simple. I thought that was a very good example that I would come back to it again and again.
I mean, that's kind of the isn't the best product design should be, right? So whenever you use an upgrade or migrate to a new product, from a user's perspective, you don't have to like do a lot of different things. Very trouble, or the best way to do it is just hassle free, and then you just click it. The transition is very smooth. I think that's kind of the holy grail of in terms of product design. I'm really glad that from this MT4 to MT5 migration, I think we kind of witnessed that happened. I want to ask everyone here who used our MT5 product before, is there any like wow moment you experience using MT5 in terms of its technological capacities? Maybe Sean.
Yeah, Sean, you can start.
Sorry, my brain shut off for the last 5 seconds. Can you repeat the question one more time? Yeah.
No, just any wow moment for you while using MT5.
Actually, can I share a few stories that I had? Because my story is from a retail's investor point of view. Yeah, I'm the retail guy. I deposit my salary and I trade. Whereas Hein is from a professional level. Like he works with the prop firms, and he's dealing with all these billions. But I deal with my few $1,000 salary. So the stories I think is quite interesting. And then maybe you can hear one story from Heinz later. So what happened was that I deposited 8K, right? I deposited 8,000, all of my life savings back then. And then I traded. And I think I really didn't know what I was doing. But this 8,000, I think over 2 trades, or it was over a few days, it became a 40,000. Right. And that was real money. I withdrew some, and of course I lost everything else back. So that was my very memorable moment for MT5. MT4. And then there was also a moment whereby I accidentally clicked on the trade size. So I think I clicked on the wrong decimal place. And then it was this astronomical trade size, like 50 lots or something. And I saw one tick, and it was probably like a minus few K, and bam, it's gone. Yeah, so all these are very nostalgic moments that I have had with MT4. Maybe Heinz has some other success stories that you could share with us.
You putting me on the spot right here. I think I think to your comparison, like how back in the days trading was when it just started versus how it is right now. So I started like 15 years ago trading, and back then I think we were still trading on the Nokia, basically, right? To use your iPhone comparison, and like if you would make a mistake, you would type 10 too many, basically, right? It could become very costly. And there was no real good way to prevent it from happening. You just needed to be careful, and it cost me quite some money back in the days, or the company, but in the end also me, of course. Like if you would put 10 too many, or you buy instead of sell, those are very obvious mistakes that you make. And over the years right now, these things are just not possible anymore. Like our systems are so advanced right now. Like we have such great like risk management, pre-trade risk checks, like everything. Like I'm not possible to really sort of like screw up. Well, back in the days it was very easy. I think that also compares to what you were saying. Like, yeah, the more advanced like a trading system gets, the easier, like also the more controls there are, which I think is will be good also in MT5 to see those that kind of involvement happening. And like success stories, well, I have so many success stories. The only problem is like we're a proprietary trading firm, and I would love to share. Maybe I should write a book one day when I retire and I get sort of the clearance, because I've seen the most crazy stuff happening in the market, of course. Other people making mistakes or competitors making mistakes, and the fun is then to make use of that, right? And that never goes away. The only problem is that right now the markets are so much more mature than they were like when I started. So, but still, there's always fun to be had, and especially what I always love to tell people is it's very easy to look backwards and say, okay, you should have done this, you should have done this. I always tell people, okay, just put your hand on the graph and the market's going up. Do you think it's going to go up or down? And then no one has a clue basically where the market's going to go up and down. So we always try to not look back too much about, okay, we should have done that, but just try to think about ways like to spot these patterns and act on that. And I think those are the most important things to do, to not only regret, oh, I should have bought Bitcoin there, oh, I should have sold it there, I should have bought it there. It's just, okay, like which trends do you see, which conviction do you have? I think conviction is a very very important concept, and just go for it.
Mm.
Right. Yeah. So I'm sure Hein and Sean, as well as Ivan, I'm sure you guys will have a lot of stories, to share in terms of trading, and also I'm sure a lot of interesting stuff happened, in your life as a traders. But then, but right now, I think we do have some questions from our audience. So let's just take one of them. So we've got one audience ask, how do you manage risk on MT5? How do you manage risk? Ivan, perhaps?
So in terms of risk,
Okay. Well, while we wait for the
we have
network issue with Ivan.
So
yeah. Hey, maybe we can mute Ivan first. I'll take over.
we have
Okay, yeah, sure.
So your assets.
Okay. Then meanwhile, we will just let Ivan know that there's some network issue. Okay. So how do you manage risk on MT5? So again, there's a professional way of managing risk. I'm sure Hein knows everything. There's also another way that I really like. That is to just deposit whatever you can afford to lose. Like you might have maybe you have 100K to work with, right? But instead of putting 100K everything into this account, just put 5K. So that is your absolute hard risk. You can't lose more than 5K because unless you keep depositing inside. So that's one very good way that I learned down the road. And the other way, of course, is to just make sure that your size is very, very small. You risk your 5%, 10%, all these things, it has been repeated in the textbooks millions and millions of times. Yeah, so all these are the very few standard risk management methods that we have on MT5. For trading, right? For trading in general. Yeah, but is Ivan back? Is his network okay?
Yeah, I think he's back. Yeah.
Okay. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, thanks for the
thanks
for the questions from our audience. Yeah.
Half back.
Sorry, I can continue, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yes, please.
Yes. Yeah, sure. So as I said, there are authentication methods to keep your accounts and funds safe. This is our top priority, of course. And then when you're then MT4, so you can use those order types to fill your trades or to make stop loss or those kind of transactions. And also, since there are different kinds of parameters, indicators, and tools to use on the MT5 platform, it gives you a better idea on how you can position your trades on the platform. So you will be able to better execute your trades and have a safety net using those tools. So I think those tools are actually a good plus to the risk management techniques you want to choose.
Yeah, awesome. So I think I'm pretty sure everyone wants to experience MT5 at some points. Before we go on to the product demo, I just very quick remind of the audience that we're gonna have a pop quiz, that's ongoing pop quiz that you can answer questions and share a prize pool of 250K of docs. Also, don't forget for newcomers, you can also exclusively able to earn a share of 200 USDT wrap packet giveaway campaign. So you just need to click the wrap packet button during the stream, and then you're able to earn the prize pool. So Sabrina, I think really get really excited about MT5 and all the upgrades and everything. I'm pretty sure we want to see things in action, right?
That's right. Also, just a quick little reminder, actually the red packet is on the screen right now. So if you haven't already done so, just go ahead and click on the red packet. Do note that, like Cyrus mentioned, it's only for newcomers. So if you haven't already signed up, go and sign up right now so that you can claim your reward. Yeah, let's just take a look at how to set up a trade on Bybit's MT5 platform.
Ivan's, yeah.
Would you be able to share your screen?
Sure, yeah. So can you guys see my screen?
The answer is
not yet.
no. The answer is okay.
Yeah, yeah, it's coming out now.
Well, I'm suspecting that there's a bit of a network lagging with Ivan. Might be, might not be. Maybe our guys can help to check. Okay, but I saw that there are quite a few of a lot of other questions that the audience had. Like, do MT5 support multi-asset trading? The answer is yes. You can literally long oil and short BTC, for example. So it's really amazing. Can do it on one platform.
Oh, and actually,
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
maybe you guys can share like some of the benefits of using like Bybit's MT5 platform. Like I saw that someone also mentioned like what is the fee structure of using MT5? Like are there any fees?
So basically for MT5 and MT4 is there's a spread. There's a spread, right? So when you buy sell something right away, you're gonna lose based on the spread. But there's also sometimes there's gonna be a commission component as well. So even though the spread might be as low as 1 pip or something, but if there's gonna be a commission, then it's gonna cost you as well. So for Bybit, I think we have the commission component if I'm not wrong, but the spread is effectively close to zero. So that's where we get our fees from. So ultimately, when you compare this to some other brokers, it's about the same. The price is about the same. Okay, and I saw a few other questions that we had, which I thought was very interesting. Do you need to trade big before you can earn money, or can you start from a small sum? So similar with trading, or especially I want to compare this with the professional traders like Hein, right? So at the professional traders level, I believe they trade with a very, very, very huge sum, but they risk a very small percentage of their whole sum on each trade. So they're not gonna bust their account, they're not gonna liquidate the whole portfolio, because even a very small percentage is a very huge absolute number. For a retail trader like myself, I will deposit 1,000. And I tell you what, I will all in 100, 500x, 5 million x leverage. I will all in, and I will. And if you get it right, you're gonna earn a good like 5x of your initial base. So that's the typical retail model. Yeah, most people they do that, right? They lose and then they go back to work and they deposit more salary into the MT5. So that's the reality. Yeah, but
But
now,
at a certain
I,
point, sure, but at a certain point, like there's some way that you don't have to deposit money anymore, right? Then you got your 5x, your 10x, and then you can play around.
oh, I continue my all in each round. Yeah, until I clear 3 stages. Yeah. So
Yeah.
so
Good.
I think back then we saw a lot of people, they deposited because there was this EA that was supposed to make a stable 10% every month for the traders. I was looking at some programs, some external third party programs, and I saw, myself, I deposited a few thousand, but I saw people deposited like 100,000 or something. But ultimately, I think there was something wrong with the EA. Probably it was a martingale system. So ultimately, everyone busted. And then I remember that we went to the seminar room. Everyone was very angry, very unhappy. Hey, I thought you said that this was a stable return, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so really there was a lot of stories back then. Yeah, so now everything is
Yeah.
flown.
Well, Ivan's back, and I think we can have Ivan to talk more about, MT5's features and put it in actions. I'm sure a lot of our audience would like to take a look at the trading platform. There you go.
So you guys can hear us, right? Hear me, right?
Yes.
And to see the screen. So it's a very, as I said, it's a very classic platform, and all the tools are easy to reach. So we have all the different symbols. We have those forex symbols. We have BTC USDT, ETH and the gold as well. So in order to see the charts, you can just grab this ETH. This is paired to this here, and you can see this graph, and you can change it in different time frames, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hours, and etc. So, and also to place an order is actually quite easy. So you can just click here. If I want short Ethereum, you can just click here, and this other window is just gonna pop up and show like how much you want to short, and the values and etc. So sorry, my this network is, so I can just sell by market down. Yeah, and then you can see you will be able to see the trades happening here. So you have you can see the trades here. And with those, this is how the trading works, and also there are different like indicators here. You can see like trends, and you have like volumes. Hold on a sec. You can just grab those graphic tools to the chart.
So I assume like all the basic technical indicators that's also included in MT5, right?
Yes.
Maybe can you share some strategies? Oh,
Sure. So there is this market. When you click it, then it shows all the available expert advisors and signals you can choose and to go from.
mhm.
Oh, by the way, is there features that I can back testing like some of my strategies before I really entering a trade? Do we have these features?
Yes, we do have it. So you can choose those from the market part, and they have different kind of strategies already. So you can see how they perform, and see what's their P&L, and then you can choose to buy or not. And also you can create your own strategy and test it 24/7 to see how it works. and try to adjust it to make it perfect for you.
Right. Right. And Ivan, in terms of the account, so I believe Bybit's MT5 trading accounts is actually is this shared with with the Bybit exchange account? Is that like a same account or like a separate account?
It's actually a separate account. So in Bybit Bybit platform, you can deposit money to the MT5 platform. It's actually a separate account because we want to keep this clean and so user won't be confused. So you guys can see the different options we guys have, right?
Yeah.
So I'm still having some networking issues, but let me see.
Yeah, but I would like to check with Hein. So you got to look at the MT5, learn the basics of it. What's your initial feedback or initial feeling about this platform?
I think it's nice, like also with the expert advisors or with like sort of the features you offer there. I think it's not for everyone, but the good thing is that like you can experiment a bit, you can see how it's working in practice, and you can start forming your own trading ideas. What works for you? What kind of style of trading you like? Like, do you just want to be leverage long and go all in and wait, or do you want to maybe scalp? I think these are very important concepts, and I think these expert advisors are great ways to get used to that style of trading and see what sort of fits you, because it might require you to constantly be online to trade, or maybe you just want to look like two times a week. And yes, I think that's really good. And of course, like I love to see crude in there, crude oil. Yeah, I think that's really exciting. Yeah, to start trading those assets. I'm wondering one thing, because like traders, including myself, like we love leverage. How is exactly the margining set up if you want to whatever, like you want to sell some crude, you want to buy BTC? Can you give some like really high level overview of how that works?
Ivan is the only one who can answer this question.
So on the leverage side, you can the leverage setup is actually different for cryptos and FX. So cryptos you can have up to 200x leverage, and on the FX you have 500x leverage. So it has actually a reduced leverage, about 50% compared to trading Bybit. So you would be less vulnerable when the market has a huge volatilities. So it protects the user's funds being liquidated. So this is quite interesting and helpful for the traders.
Right. Well, by the way, Ivan, can you also show us, some of the ways that like we can customize, the chats, the indicators? Is that want to show because I believe having a good customization it's actually quite crucial for especially for day traders. So I just want to see how how traders can play around with all these features.
Sure. Give me a sec.
Yeah.
So as you can see on the graph, there is pretty simple, and you have different kinds of the indicators on the left side on the navigator window. And when you want to choose one indicator, you just click and grab to the main like this window, so it would appear. So if we choose the Bollinger Bands, and we can drag it here, and then you can set up the period and everything here. I'm just gonna keep it simple and click OK. Yeah. you can see there are all kinds of different kind of indicators and objects here you can choose from, and you can place it on here to make it easier.
Right. Yeah,
Mhm.
I mean, it seems, Sabrina, it seems quite easy to use and also quite convenient for traders. And, as we take a look at the MT5, I think we do have some questions from our audience, right?
Yes, that's right. Oh, actually, regarding custom indicators, you can also download them on the MQL5 marketplace. You can just go to the website, and then under indicators, you will see like a whole range of indicators that you can download. We also have a learned article on how you can add MT5 custom indicators. So it's all right that Ivan may not be able to share it with us right now because of network issues. If you're interested to find out how you can do so, you can just go on to our learn.bybit.com and follow our tutorial on there. Right, let's just take a look at some questions. So someone asked, why is the maximum leverage 500x? Maybe Ivan, you could take this one.
It's a-
Well,
just
well, honestly, in
crazy
my
question.
opinion, 500x is already quite a lot.
This person mentioned, why not say 1000x? I think that's a bit too much.
But I think,
Yeah.
that's kind of part of the risk management, right, Shen?
Yep. I think anything above 100 is a marketing gimmick, right? We see a lot of
Yeah.
places they have 888x, 2000x, 1000x. All these are just marketing. Yeah, effectively, you can't really open a very huge position. You could open a $1 position, I think, and once it moves like one tick, you're gone. Yeah, so it's all just marketing. You are not able to open, 100 million order with your 1000. Yeah, it's just a marketing gimmick. So 500 is.
I also
is
think
good.
I also think that 500 is only for the FX, if I understood correctly from Ivan. So in FX, markets are less volatile, so I think it makes more sense. I think in crypto, it's like, yeah, if the market moves 3 ticks, you're done basically. So yeah, I think that's yeah, you like it's
Yeah.
very it can be very successful, but yeah.
Yeah, you'll be right. Yeah.
Yeah, Serena, do we have other more reasonable questions?
Let me just take. Yeah. Let's see. Hold on.
Actually, that's not a very good question. But I think maybe only Ivan can help us to answer. But so we'll just wait for him. So the
Okay.
question is, MT5 broker. Can you define the liquidity of the products available on MT5 account? So basically, I think he's asking if you can see the liquidity of the products that you are seeing on MT5. I don't have the answer, but I hope Ivan can share with us the insights later on. Yeah.
But I think in general, like, of course, like for traders, liquidity is always important, right, Hein?
Yeah, liquidity, that's what we're very proud of also in my day-to-day job, is providing liquidity. Because if you want to buy, you need a seller, and especially I think when markets are stressed, either when there's some like negative or positive, markets are flying up or crashing down basically, you always need people to be on the other side to fulfill your liquidity needs. So yeah, liquidity is yeah, you need to have liquidity, otherwise you cannot really trade, or you're going to lose a lot because you're playing like the spread becomes too wide. And I see the spreads here are pretty tight, but I think spreads is all that matters, and liquidity as well. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, of course, like, welcome our audience to throw us more questions about MT5 or in trading in general. Sabrina, I guess we should move on. I mean, like,
Yeah.
we all witness like how powerful MT5 is. And I think the future of trading, it's really relies on technologies, right, Sabrina?
Yes, that's right. I think while we wait for Ivan to come back, we can just take a look at like the future of trading on MT5. let's just explore like what's on the horizon for MT5 and how these advancements might shape the trading landscape. So as you all know, we announced the launch of the new MT5 platform just a month ago. And in celebration of this launch with Bybit, we announced we have an early bird event for our users. So we actually have this MetaTrader 5 launch celebration event. So I think it runs till the end of this month. So all you have to do is trade on MT5, Bybit MT5, and you will be able to unlock up to 20% in fee rebates. You can actually check out our MT5 website for more information. And yeah, back to the panel. Maybe you guys can share, like, with the rapid growth of mobile and remote trading, how will MT5 adapt to meet the needs of the modern mobile-first trader? Do you see yourselves trading with MT5 on your mobile phone, or would you still prefer to stick to your computers?
Well, maybe I can share about this point. So back then, there wasn't really any good platforms. So MT4 was the best. So this is like 18, 20, 15 years back. But right now, Bybit has done a very good job of designing a very user-friendly mobile interface and everything. So now I can trade as easily as on my mobile phone as if I were to do it on the computer. So back then, this wasn't the case. Back then, you had to use you do your MT4 using a mobile, or either you do it on a PC. Yeah, but we have came like 15 years. 15 years have since passed. So now we have a lot of options. We have Bybit, we have MT5, and we have all these other platforms. Yeah, but Bybit has really done a good job. So what was the question again? Do you need to use your PC? The answer is no. The answer is no. Yeah, that's my answer.
But I guess it
Yeah.
really depends on like who you're asking these questions, right? So for retail people, I guess having trading on mobile phone perhaps is the top priorities. But for people like Hein, I'm sure you guys prefer like a laptop, a PC setup, right?
Yeah, like I'm a more traditional guy indeed. Like I love to have my 4, 6, 8 screens next to each other. Like I can see everything in one go. But I think on the other hand, like mobile phones are great to just monitor what's going on, right? And if you need to make some sort of emergency decisions, like mobile phone is great because you cannot always sit behind your computer. It's better not to. It's better to just go out and take a walk or whatever, or travel a bit. So, but I think also for MT5, like if you want to explore the full capabilities, you want to sit behind your screens, behind your computer to really see what's possible. But day to day, if you want to trade, like mobile phone is perfect, of course.
Right. And speaking of technologies, I think one great thing about MT5 is that it enables cross trading strategies using USTD. I think once traders can do that, I think traders can be creative, can think out of the box when setting up the trades, or think about their trading strategies, right? So of course, like not financial advice, but for example, Hein, maybe in the future we can do something long DXY and short BTC kind of trade with platforms like MT5, right? Isn't it?
Those trades are interesting. Like I think in general, like as a trader, you always look to hedge you hedge yourself to not be fully exposed to the downside. So a trade like that, where like if you see a correlation between whatever DXY, euro dollar versus BTC, it's a way to sort of like maybe you kept your upside, but you also kept your downside, which is good to make sure you don't get bust every time you get your salary in. On the other end, like if you want to put it all in one box, it's whatever people want to do. But I think in the end, it's good to again what I said before, to diversify, and I think MT5 is really on the track to allow that.
Yeah, and of course, like having everything under one roof, I think it's also convenience, for traders. And of course, like in the future, maybe there's a question I want to ask Ivan. So I know that because MT5 for now is still relatively new, we just launched this, just a month ago. I'm sure I'm sure in the future there will be more trading pairs and more asset class that MT5 will support, right?
Yes, right now we support forex, commodities, CFDs, and etc. And right now we are exploring options to bring stock index to the platform. So users will be able to trade, for example, long BTC and short Nasdaq, or long gold and the short BTC at the same time. So we are always looking forward to bring more products and the experience to the traders, so they can better leverage and don't have to switch apps when you want to buy stocks. You go to like Charles Schwab, and then you go to Bybit to buy cryptos. It's not that convenient. I think in the future it will be on the same platform, seamless user experience, and able to trade everything.
Yeah, I think that's key. That's very important. Is there possible, or is there any chance that there will be like individual stocks available on MT5?
Right now we don't have, but the MT5 does support stocks. But we are exploring options to bring stocks onto the platform.
Yeah, awesome. I quite, I feel excited about this because, with that exposures, with that functionality, I think, traders can, construct even more sophisticated, strategies and trades in the future under one roof. I think that's actually quite excited. In the spirit of innovations, is there any features or tools that perhaps Hein you would like to see MT5 will have, but it doesn't exist yet?
Yeah, I think you just asked already. I think it's just more products, also stocks in some tokenized form. I don't know exactly how MT5 would be able to deal with it, but I think those are interesting concepts to think about. I think that's more from a product perspective. Yeah, from a technical perspective, I think it's just people should just experiment what they feel comfortable with, and use those. Use the tools. There's so many tools out there. Also, I think the expert advisor quite a few. I think it's good to just to experiment and see what you're comfortable with.
Yeah, awesome. Sabrina.
Yeah, maybe just to wrap up this segment, Ivan, I see some questions also asking about this. What are the top 5 advantages of using Bybit's MT5 platform?
So I would say the first is always trading all the pairs and index and these commodities using USDT. So it's actually a unique feature that our platform offers. And the second would be the leverages. So up to 500 on forex and those commodities, and 200x on cryptos. Those kind of leverage are not available actually on Bybit platform, but available on MT5. So traders can definitely amplify the gains. And the third would be the fees. So I'm sure a lot of you guys are wondering how the fees structures look like. So on MT5, so you only pay once, so you pay the trading fees on open positions. You don't pay fees on closed positions, and the fee is as low as 3 bips. So it's actually a quite low trading fee. So traders can maybe do some high frequency tradings and stuff. So it's very beneficial to them. And last but not least, I think MT5 is giving you guys a pretty abundant liquidities. So those pairs on our platform, we work with different partners to provide liquidities on those index commodities. So you wouldn't be worried about the depth are not enough to place your trades. So this is also quite important for traders.
Thanks, Ivan. Cyrus, shall we wrap up with maybe 2 questions from the audience?
Yeah, I just saw someone ask, is there a minimum to do a trade? I believe Ivan.
Yeah. So for some of the products, there is a minimum for like gold and some other commodities. But for cryptos, it's quite low. So you can trade it with 10 USDT, 100 USDT. That's all fine.
Yeah. All right, Sabrina. I think that's it for today. I think our panelists share great insight with us. Especially thank you, Hein, Sean, Ivan. Thank you for your time today. I think today's discussions is just the beginning. I think with innovations like MT5, I think in the future there will be more exciting things coming up on Bybit. So today we explored MT5's powerful capabilities, cutting edge features, and all the potentials for traders across the globe. We also took a look at how we can set up a trade on MT5 very easily and all the features. And I hope that this session will provide everyone here valuable insights and practical knowledge, to enhance your trading experience with MT5.
Yes, but of course, please note that none of this is meant to be financial advice, and all of the topics discussed today are purely for educational purposes. Thank you once again to our panelists and to you, our audience, for joining today's insightful discussion on MT5. For more information, please visit our Bybit Learn website, and don't forget to connect with all of us on social media. We also have some exciting new projects that are coming up on Bybit, so keep a lookout for that. Let us know what are some topics that you would like to hear more of, and we'll see you at our next live stream. Stay tuned on our social media platforms for more updates. Thanks again, and see you next time.